Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. I am just getting back from Chicago. I'm not feeling great. I'm trying to put some energy where I don't feel it. I've got pink hair in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which runs really heavy in my family. In fact, I am getting ready to schedule a mammogram. I could use some prayers. I am having an issue, some kind of a pain, a very bad pain, and I need to get that looked at. So, but today we're going to do our 3 looks with the third in the series, or the third video we're doing. It's not necessarily in order of how they came out, but we are doing the, the Cinnamon Swirl palette from Too Faced. I think I have 5 different palettes. This is the third one we're using today. So here is your color story. What I decided to do with this palette is, this is really it for your pops of color right here, okay? So on this side, I feel like you can get a nice dark smoky evening look. This side you can get like a nice day look, and then you can also do a pop of color look. So that's what we did. But instead of doing like where I did one eye, this one eye with one look and one eye with this look, because I did these on 3 separate days, I just did 3 complete eye looks. And then photos are at the end. And then I also did this eye look, which I didn't film because it's very similar to another look that I did. So, but I did take pictures and put that at the end as well. So I think what you're going to find, this was rated really high. This was rated A minus as far as usability and blending, and the shadows are gorgeous. There are some redundant shades in here that I think they could have done some other things with, but my favorite shades are this Lick the Spoon shade. This shade down here, which is called Sticky Fingers, is like a duochrome, and it's got like a bronzy orangey pink tone. This is gorgeous too, by the way. This shade here all over the crease, so pretty. Also really like the center shade, which is called I'm Toasted, and then these 2 deepening shades are really, really nice as well. The only shadow in this whole palette that gave me a problem is this one right here. It had a lot of fallout and I didn't like it, and it was very patchy and very hard to blend, and that's called Stay Current. But the rest of them, I have to say honestly, the quality has been great. So I'm going to show you the swatches. So these are the top swatch, the first row right here, these 6. So this one here, let me just turn my thing so I can tell you, is called Flower Power. A little bit of just a brightening shade, or Set Your Eye. It doesn't, it doesn't have a lot of color. And then you have, Doughboy right here. This has a little bit of pigment, very little, but it'll give you a little bit of a crease color. And if you're really pale, I think it'll show up better on your skin, but very, very light, hard to show up on my skin, but still okay for crease work. Then we're coming in here with Frost Those Buns. This is a gorgeous shimmer for the eyelid, inner corner, or upper brow bone area. Then you have a medium brown called See Me Rollin'. Great shade. Use this quite a bit. This one here is called Sticky Buns, and so this one has a little bit more of an oranger tone. You can see here, this is more champagne. Again, beautiful shimmer. And then this is one of my favorites called Lick the Spoon. This shade is perfect for me. It's got like orange peachy warm tones. It can be built up in the crease. I use it underneath the eyes to blend the other colors out. Really, really loving that shade. So those are your first, that's your first row. Those are your first 6 shades. So really nicely. Now moving on to the next 6 shades. Muffin Top is the first one. That is this shade right here. So this shade and like this shade and like this shade are all in the same color family. I would rather just have this shade. This shade to me is not something I'm going to use because I've got, I mean, these 2 are, you can see them here, they're very close. We didn't need both of them. If we were going to get rid of one, I would have gotten rid of this one because it's a lighter one and just kept these 2, but they're so close, I don't think that was needed. Then we have a shimmer here. This is called Love the Bun You're With, and that's a really pretty one. It's got gold and orange and bronze. That's a really pretty shimmer, really, really pretty. Then next up we have Sweet and Spicy. That's this one. This is more of, let me just do this one a little bit better for you. This is more of a brown tone shimmer. There we go. So you can see right there, more of a like a brown shimmer, really pretty, like a metallic. Not really shimmer, these are more metallic. And then next to that, this is called I'm Toasted. Gorgeous orange. But again, you can see here, these 2 shades are pretty similar. One's a little lighter, one's a little darker, but like they're basically in the same color family. Sorry, I still have stuff on my fingers. Then we have the Stay Current. This is the shade I didn't like. It had a lot of fallout. It was patchy, just didn't like the coverage. It didn't do what I was hoping it would do. Then you have a darker shade here called Cinnamon Swirl, what the palette was named after. This is a beautiful deepening shade. Really, really pretty, works fabulous. All right, so Whoa. Moving on to the final row. Again, there's a couple of shades. You're going to just, I mean, this is just what you're going to get here. So we have two different like shimmers. We have this shade here. This one is called Gooey Goodness, and this one is the same color as my skin. It really just, you can't even see it on me. I can put it on my finger. You can see it better here. It's a very light champagne shade. I could probably use this to like go over and lighten something up or brighten something up, or again, like upper eyebrow area, but it's very light. Obviously barely shows up on my arm. And then here, this one with the pink in it, this one is called Sugar Rush. Let me just put it on my other finger. You can see the two different. Okay, so this is the Sugar Rush one with the pink, and this is the one we just did. On the eye, very, very little difference. Off the swatch, like you can really see the pink here. So I'm curious just to see like what that would look like all over the eye if maybe you'd see more pink. But in the look that you see me do, I do it like on like half the lid, and it just sort of looks, it might be the color I put it up next to, but you can't really see this. You can't see this pink, unfortunately. All right, so then we have this shade here. This shade here. This is called Ready, Set, Bake. This is a gorgeous shade. This shade right here is a beautiful transition. No complaints. It works really, really well. Next to it's one of my favorites. This is called Sticky Fingers. Let me just darken this up for you a little bit. That's a really pretty one. So it is a metallic, but it is like a duochrome, and it's got pink in it and the orange, and it's just in gold. It's really pretty. And then this one here is called Food Court, which is more of like a magenta purple, really pretty and bright and fun. And then you have Batter Up, which is the darkest shade here, and it's a really great shade for deepening your crease up. So overall, you're not going to get a lot of different looks using this palette. You're going to either get a light look with neutrals, a dark look with your browns, or you're going to use your pop of colors. So not a whole lot going on, but it is a really great palette because it's so great for every day. If you're somebody who these are your colors, you're going to love it because the quality is good in this particular palette. The metallic shimmer shades are very creamy. They apply really well. I do think there's some redundancy, and there was room in here for them to do some different things with the Cinnamon Swirl palette. Like they could have came in with some mustard shades instead of like so many of the orange shades that they have in here. They could have even added like a grungy green in there or something. So there's not a lot of variety in this palette where you're going to get multiple different looks, but if you like the colors and occasionally wear pink, you'll love it, because if this is most of your everyday wear, I think you'll be really happy with the quality of the palette, and you'll be happy with the way that your eyeshadow performs, and I think it's really pretty. So without further ado, guys, let's just move right into the three looks, and they are three complete full looks. And then of course this one I didn't film. Photos will be at the end for that as well, just so you can see another look, but again, it's very similar to the other looks. So let me know what you think about this palette. I'm curious if you have it, what you think, and how much you've used it, and if this provided any inspiration to you. I'm also just curious, if you are watching the series on Too Faced, which one of the three videos to date is your favorite palette that we've used so far. And keep in mind, we have 2 more to go. They are limited edition. They're coming out. This is one of the ones I like better with the tin. Now they're coming out with the cardboard packaging I don't like. They're under new ownership. The original Too Faced guys are no longer with the company anymore. And so the quality seems to be changing a little bit, as well as the packaging. We're going to have to watch it and see what we continue to think moving forward with their products. I also hope that my camera continues to work, because I just got interrupted with 2 phone calls. I'm on my lunch break. I forgot to put you guys on airplane mode, and it messed up my video. So I'm hoping, and I've refilmed this now 3 times, this section. I'm hoping this goes through. The first time I filmed it, and I had forgot to put my, I had it plugged in, my microphone, but I forgot to clip it, and it was on my lap, and so it just sounded like I was in a tunnel talking to you, and I was so mad, so I've had to like swatch my arm 2 or 3 times. It's just been a pain. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the different looks, and please let me know your favorite Too Faced of the 3 videos we've done so far. I'll link the playlist down below if you did not see the other 2 in the series, and then we have 2 more to finish up. And then I'm just going to start adding all of the holiday makeup that we review. I'll be finishing up everything we have to do with Pat McGrath's Bijou Brilliance. That's going to be in here. So there's one video done on that so far, but I have all 6 palettes, so we're going to be playing with all of those as well, and we're just going to move through. I also have some new Natasha Denona to do with you guys, some small little Christmas-like sets, and then I have her big new palette coming in today. So Zenith or something like that. It's like all grays and stuff, so grays and silver. So anyway, lots of fun coming up. You guys enjoy, and I will see you all at the end. Bye. What we would do is we could do a daytime look using this side. We'll do a colorful look, and then we'll do an evening look using more of the deeper tones to get a little bit of more of a smoke. Today's a work day. It's Thursday. I'm not even dressed yet, but I'm going to do just an everyday. This first look will be the whole look because I'm working. And I'm going to do an everyday look, something that you can wear to work. Very light colors in here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And let's start with just the color Doughboy over the lid. Did I put stuff on this side? I don't remember now. Oh yeah, I couldn't tell if I put I'm losing my mind, if I put that stuff on my other eye. Okay, so we're going to go in the color Doughboy. Actually, no, I'm not. I lied. We're going to just top it right now with this shade here. This is the color Flower Power right here. And I'm just going to take that all over the lid just to set that concealer. It's not concealer, but the eye primer that I put on. And then we'll go into Doughboy next. So this doesn't do a whole lot. It doesn't have a little bit of pigment. You can see it's got a lightening and brightening effect. Especially you saw that really bad, really on the lid. Let's bring you guys in. All right, I need to find something to lift you up because I had you guys up on a box and then I had a party here and I had to move everything and I threw the box out. So hold on. Actually, let's go ahead and speed you guys up. I'm going to use my Benefit Brow Styler and I'm just going to quickly do my brows. So this part we're just going to speed through, okay, friends?
With each sip from your lips, you're kissing me dizzy. I fight for composure, but what fun would that be? The punks and the peasants who...
Friends, now we're going into Doughboy right here, this color here. This does have some pigment to it, so that's good, but very light to medium skin tones like I have. It will show up, and it looks like you can build that up a bit. All right, friends, now we're going to go into the shade Muffin Top right here, and we're going to pack that into the crease. Let's see how much more of a punch this gives. We'll compare. So this one has quite a bit more pigment, same color family. This is why we're using this, so you're not getting that fallout, and I haven't done my base makeup yet. That blends beautifully. That could be for a simple everyday look, honestly, just a nice one and done here. Very good. Okay, I do want a little bit of depth in this look, so I'm going to go into the shade See Me Rollin' right here, which is like a medium brown, not a super dark brown. That's what's going to be sort of our outside edge color and going into a little bit into our crease, but not much. This has a good amount of pigment. We're just going to push it through. Also, I'm using a crease contour brush. This one, let's see if I can tell you what it's by, is by Alamar, and it's really neat. Can you see how thin it is? So it's a crease contour, so it literally fits right in your crease, which is so nice. If you have really deep set eyes, you probably love this brush. My eyes aren't really deep set, but they are very hooded, so it's helpful for me for control so that I'm not getting too high, right? Because I do that a lot. I don't actually mind how it looks on me taking it all the way up because it shows, but I know a lot of you don't go up that high when you do your makeup. Some of you might, but I do. Normally, and this, if I don't want to, then this is this is a good brush to use. There's a couple good brushes. Also that Wing Me brush that I've shown you before, that's also a good one for this kind of work. So I think that's a good amount. What I do want to do is just take a brush with nothing on it now and go over the top and just fluff that out. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of a lighter shade up top too, a little icy, like icing shade, just to give us an upper eyelid highlight. And for that, I think I'm going to use Frost. No, I'm going to use Gooey Goodness because it's lighter. We're doing the lightest, a light look today. So this is Gooey Goodness, just for a little highlight look moment up there. This is going to be our work appropriate look, although I wear all my crazy looks to work too. I don't care. And they don't seem to care either. I'm on the phone all day. They don't care what I do. Probably come in with my hair purple and they'd be fine. Okay, so there's the base for our everyday look. Now for the all over lid color, we have a couple options. I think we're going to go into Love the Bun You're With on the outer edge and then come in maybe with Sugar Rush. So it'll be like a brown and pink everyday look. So we have this shade here, Love the Bun You're With, and then we have Sugar Rush here, which is like a gold pink. So this is what we're going to start with. And I'm just going to take that in the outer half of the eye, and it has this gold reflex, so I think it's also going to be very pretty with that Sugar Rush shade because they both have that pretty gold in their color, and I just think it's going to complement each other really nice. Curious, do you guys typically do very light makeup? Do you do makeup like I do it? Do you like the stronger color tones? Do you like the light colored eyes? Like light, when I say light eyes, I mean lightly makeup, like colored makeup on your eyes. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, staying with the same color, or the next color with my finger though, I'm going to go into Sugar Rush now. And here's what this looks like on my finger. You can see it's got a very light pale pink, just a hint of gold. Oh, but that's pretty, and just as I suspected, marries up beautifully. It doesn't really look pink on the eye. I am not seeing that. I'm seeing more of that, the golden shade in Sugar Rush, which is fine. Very beautiful. I use a different finger. Very pretty. I think when you turn your head, you're going to see like flashes of that pink. Yeah, because I can kind of see it right there. Okay, and I don't mind that that's there because we're going to do that at the end, but what I'm going to do now is just put some liner and, all right, I'm going to put some, well actually, let's put some foundation on, and then we'll do the bottom part, and then we'll finish the eyes. So we're going to go back into See Me Roll In, the darkest shade that we used. I wanted to showcase this brush because I believe Repher is having a big sale, and they have brand new brushes. This is one of my favorites. So if you like going under the eye, but you want it very, very minimal, or you want to just get the darkest part really close, the closest you can to your lash line, this is such a good little brush. Do you see how little it is? This is also good if you want to stamp along the top for liner. This is a Repher 29. So I'll link the Repher. I don't get anything for that. That's just because they have a concept store. You get some of these amazing brushes. As long as you fill out a survey and let them know what you think after, you'll get them at like a big discount. In fact, that reminds me, I need to go do that. I have some brushes that I need to put my feedback in on. I just ordered some more crease brushes. So this one, we're going right up on the line here. I'm taking it all the way across. I'm also going to take it on the top. Now, I could have even made that line smaller, but I'm going to smudge it out. Let me show you how small I can make it if I keep it close. Like if I just stamp it. You almost are in your waterline, as you can see. So this one's a little bit thicker, but I'm going to take that same shade and we're going to go right here and just stamp it. Because I want to do a light look, so I don't want to add the black in other than the mascara. This is such a great brush. If I can just link the specific brush, I will. It's so worth it. And it just makes easy work of anything, like especially if you're bad at liner. You really just don't need to be clean even about this. You can be messy because it's just like a smudgy smoke line brush. So you don't have to be perfect. All right, I'll be gonna do the other eye. I'll be right back. Okay, friends, all lined. Now I'm gonna go back in with Muffin Top right here, this shade that we used, and we're gonna rub that underneath. And that's just gonna give us a very light, peachy underlook under the eye, and it blends out that brown. I'm liking this. I think it's going to be really pretty with just some mascara. Just like a nice, simple daytime look. All right, let's do mascara and then we'll do inner corner highlight next. Okay, friends, here is our final finished look. I think it's pretty. Definitely very light, but it has a lot of beautiful reflectivity. Let me bring you guys in. So it almost looks like the eyes are glowing.
And you don't see a big transition between this lighter shade here and then the darker shade, but you can see it, and you can see almost like right in the middle, the gold from both of those shifts. It just sort of stays in the middle and moves with your eye. It's quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. So yeah, really happy with the look. I finished my face off with, just so you know, I'm using the Haus Labs foundation in the color A82. Oh, wait. No, sorry. 200 light medium neutral. 200 light medium neutral. Oops, I just sprayed my face. All right, and then for the cheeks and everything, I used last year's Hourglass palette. So I just mixed these two blushes together. I did use this highlight, and I used these powders. I didn't use the bronzer, but I used both these powders, and I just mixed them. And then on the lips, I have a Wet n Wild liner. This one is in the color Bear to Comment. And then on the lips, I used a Natasha Denona, I think it's Peony. Yeah, Peony is the color. So it's just a very, very pale pink. I wanted to stay with a light color in general. Just the eyes were light. Figured keep the lips light. And this is the final look here. So we'll do two more fun looks with this palette. We'll do a darker sultry, kind of like as deep as we can get for an evening look, and we'll do something fun with the pinks and purples next, or maybe you already saw it. We'll see. Not bad, not bad. Let me know what you think about this look. Good morning. Let's get look number 2 going with our Cinnamon Swirl palette today. I do want to use this shade right here because I'm wearing this kind of terracotta color. I'm going to just do a full eye look today because we'll just, maybe we can just get 3 full looks in this video. So to get started, I'm going to actually start with Lick the Spoon. This will be a little bit more of a deep sultry look, so we're going into here for our transition. And let me bring you pretty ladies in. Whoa, that's close. Okay, ignore the fact that you're getting a nice up close look at all my imperfections, all my wrinkles, everything. There's no filter. This is real life, friends. All right, so we have Lick the Spoon, and we're gonna set that in the crease. I'm just barely touching my eyes right now. I'm trying to be a little bit lighter so that I don't move my skin as much as I usually do, because I've got obviously aging skin, and I think sometimes I'm a little rough with it. This color performs beautifully, and you can deepen it. There it is. If we just add another layer, that's if I don't tap off, that's what you get. A really nice transition shade. Very useful shade in the palette. A lot of people are gonna like this color, and I think use it a lot. Now, if you're very fair, this is more gonna maybe be a deepening shade for you. All right, let me get the other eye matching. Okay, we're going right down the line. We used Lick the Spoon. Now we're going into this shade, which is Cinnamon Swirl. The palette is named after. I am using this sort of skinny palette brush. I'm just going to wipe it off on my switch, which has, that's what's going on. Why I keep getting fuzzies and stuff. The cats are dropping their fur. Cats with the fur. Anyway, all right, let's go into Batter Up. I'm putting it on just the tip, and I'm going to rub it in the crease here because we're going to put even the darker shade in the outer corner. So we're just using this to build the crease, give us some dimension. So these darker shades are going to make it look deeper. When you put it in the crease, it's going to push it back, and your lighter shades, your reflectors, are where you want to pull the eye out. So like here's a good spot to pull the eye out because it's natural. It's a natural curve, and that area would be good. Same thing, you want a little brightness here, it pops it out. So keep that in mind. If you already have deep set eyes, you may not want to do too much crease work because it may make your eyes look like they're too far back, or you may want to. Maybe you want to have a real big contrast, you can. My eyes are not super deep set back, but look at the difference when you add the crease. It looks like it's much more deeper on this eye than it is on this eye. So we are doing what we're supposed to do, and it's working out well with this shade. All right, that looks great. Okay, friends, so there we are with the fuzzy on the eye again. Anyway, we're going to go into Batter Up, which is the deepest shade in this palette here. And we're going to really smoke that out. I'm actually using this side of the brush, same brush that I was using, and I'm just going to tap it on here like this. This is a very pigmented shade. So we're just going to tap it first. And then I'm going to start blending in the corner here. Pull it out a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to take a different brush and just lightly get that edge blended a little bit that we created with that. So this brush has nothing on it. I just wanted to blend it so it doesn't look so harsh. All right, friends, next we are going to go in the shade I'm Toasted right here for our outer color. I'm using a no-name brush. I don't know. Probably came in something because it doesn't have any markings on it, but we're going to put that here. And actually, we're going to put that right in here a little bit too. I'm going to deepen that even deeper after we get all the shades on that I want to do. Great. That looks really good. That looks really pretty too. That's a perfect name. What is it? I'm Toasted. That's such a good name for it. It's definitely a toasty, warm color with some gold flecks in it. Very pretty. All right, now we're going to go into Sticky Fingers in the middle. I'm going to get the color on here, and then I am going to spray this one. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Such a gorgeous color. Very pretty. All right, I do still want to deepen that outer corner a little bit, and just deepening this just a little bit for a little, like almost like an ombre look where it's like color shifts from deeper to lighter. Yes, just like that. See, there's the difference with the dark, without the dark. Let me know which one you like better. I think I like it with the dark, emphasizing, just sort of pushing it in there. I think I like it that way. I just put too much on this side. I'm just going to take kind of a clean one of these brushes off. Use this one. I'm going to go with Doughboy right here. Doesn't have a ton of pigment, but I'm just going to put it right up in here just to give it something. It's got a little bit of a peachy tone to it, and I just want to kind of fill that space in with a nice blend. I'm actually going to run it all along the top here. Okay, now I think we're ready. Here's what the top looks like. I think we're ready to do the bottom, and then we'll do inner corner and brow at the end. All right, so for the bottom, we're going to go into Lick the Spoon, which is the first shade we started with. And I might still have a little bit of that Doughboy on here. I didn't clean it off because it's fine. This is such a neutral palette, like you're not going to get drastically different looks, but you can get variants of the same look. So light, medium, dark, and mostly neutral. But if you like a little bit of the pink, you've got this gorgeous, that sticky finger shade that we stuck here. If you put it with your finger, you're going to see more of that, the pink in it. Okay. Definitely pops with the finger for sure. Okay, so on the bottom, I'm gonna take the little brush here. This is a Morphe M158. It's for my brows actually, but I'm going to take the end of it into the shade Batter Up on the bottom, our dark shade, and we're gonna stick that right in here. And just give ourselves a little definition, smoky liner. So keeping with the same thing, I'm going to go into I'm Toasted, that shade that we used on the inside and out. I'm going to put a little bit of that down here, just right underneath what I just did. And I'm going to bring that over a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to wipe this fallout away without making a mess. Okay, now for the inner part of the eye. Okay, so we're going to go back in to our sticky finger shade, and that is going to be popped on the bottom. It brings a nice little extra sparkle and a little bit of extra light. So we love that. This is a pretty shade, guys. So pretty. Okay. Then in the middle, a little bit more icy. We'll go into Gooey Goodness down here. Put that right here. So this is like a more icy champagne-y, a very light champagne gold, very pretty. And we'll also put that right up here. Just looks like little sparkles on your eye. It actually looks like it has like possibly like a little bit of like baby pink reflex in it. I don't think you guys are gonna see that well, but it's pretty. It's a really beautiful inner corner and brow highlight, or just all over the lid for a day when you want to do a really light look. Okay, let's do eyebrows, liner, lashes, and I'll be back with the finished look. Okay, friends, I am done. Let me bring you in. Oh, a little boo-boo right there. A little mascara maybe out of place, but anyway, here is the final eye look. Oh, I made a mess. I got mascara up here too. Just making a mess. Really pretty. Very, very happy. I like how the light kind of shifts and sparkles over the eye there in the center. Really, really pretty. So as usual, I'll have this look at the end, some additional photos. On my cheeks, I used, this is new. This is a cream blush from, it's called Drip Liquid Blush by TYS Beauty. It's quite like pink, like corally pink. But I used a beauty blender and I just did a dot and a dot, and I blended it with a beauty blender and it came out really pretty. And then on the cheeks for like this highlight you're seeing, I used an oldie but a goodie, the Champagne Pop from Becca. I think you can still get this because it's in Sephora. I forgot the brand that bought this, but you can still get this now in Sephora. On the lips, I used it was a liner by, is this it? I don't know where I put it now, but it was a liner, a Wet n Wild liner. It might be this one. Yeah, it was this one, I think. Yeah. This one is in the shade Oh, Lay Down the Mauves is what this shade in. And I don't have anything else on except liner. As the day goes on, I'm sure I'll put some gloss or something on. But for right now, just going for a little bit more of a matte look. So let's spray. Oh, off camera also, which you didn't see. I used the foundation today. Is a drier foundation. If you have oily skin, this might work well for you. This is the Jouer High Coverage Cream Foundation. One pump, pretty much, like 1.5 pump did my whole face. When it first goes on, it's quite drying looking. You have to, and it's not good with a blender. You need to use like one of these guys and like buff this into the skin. But once it's set and your oils come in a little bit and it starts to look really good and it lasts all day on the skin. But it is a much more dry formula, so you're gonna have to add in the moisture, and you have to really moisturize your skin well before using it. If you already have very oily skin though, I think you would like it. I used the Pat McGrath mascara. I had bronzed before I put anything on. This is just a tiny little bronzer that I got from Temu, July Star. I love this. I use this all the time. So I use that after I put my foundation on, and then I think that's it. Oh, I use the Brow Styler by Benefit as well. So yeah, so that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Another complete look done, and we got one more to go with this palette. So I'll see you in the next look. Good morning. Are we ready for look number 3 using our Cinnamon Swirl palette? Today we're going into the kind of pink roll, but it's going to end up being a little bit more purple because that's the shimmer shade there. And I used this in the last one, so I'll probably use this pink shimmer, this all over the eye, this in the crease, and this on the inner part of the eye. May use this dark shade here in the very outer corner is what I'm thinking. So to get us started, I'm going to go into the Ready Set Bake shade right here. So this gorgeous pink, we're going to get that in the crease and then blend it out. So, and I'm not going to do my hair. My hair won't be finished for this look because, well, that's got some pigment. We'll just share. Because I'm getting ready to go see my hairstylist, and he's going to be doing a nice highlight for me. So, as I'm getting ready to go out of town. So, anyway, that's what's going on. This is a gorgeous shade. It's got a lot of pigment for a pink. Definitely gives you a different color transition shade. It'll change up your looks. It's a really nice shade, friends. I wonder if I can, how much this little bit I put over here would blend out. Let's see. Just curious how far it'll go, because you saw how much I dipped in and it was just a lot. So, okay, so for this second eye, it's much lighter, as you can see, because I obviously have less pigment on it. But so I'm going to put more on just to match, but I actually like the lighter shade too. Also, yes, my eyes are green today. I ran out of contacts upstairs, and I had these, and these are colored contacts. I don't know how long I'll be able to wear them, but also because the eye look's going to be more purple when we're finished than pink, I think the green on the eyes would be pretty. Because green and purple are like, that's one of my favorite combos on an eye look. I do like when I do pair the purple with the green. Okay, so I think that's good. I do think I want to use that dark shade, which is Stay Current, in the outer corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, this is a neat fun brush for that. This is a Morphe M322, but it's kind of like, you can see the shape of it. So it's good to just sort of like tap in. So what I'm going to do is the Stay Current shade is our dark shade here, and it is like a sparkly shade, but we're going to use it. I don't think these sparkles are going to be too strong on the outer eye. Ooh, pigment is though. And that's fine because that purple shade over this is going to pop. So we're going to I'm just going to set it down for now, and then I'll blend in a little bit. I might even blend it out with the pink just to, woo, okay. So lot of fallout, friends. Do not use this shade. Oh, it doesn't come off real easy either. So I think with this shade, you need to, if you're going to use it, do your makeup last. Oh, and it transferred too. Look at that. All right, well, we're not liking you. Look at how messy this is. You're being an asshole. You're a little asshole shade. All right, so not my favorite. It, like, look at how nice this one is and how patchy this side is. What's the difference here? There should not, why isn't it sticking to my eye? Besides making a mess, which at this point I'll just clean up at the end. That's really weird. It's really weird. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have to like clean that with a baby wipe. All right, but anyway, let's go back in and let's put that pink shade back in here, and that's what we'll use to blend this out. That shade I'm regretting that I used. So I'm gonna hope that this look comes together at the end at this point. I did think about this last night and thought, yeah, I'm gonna use that shade because I wanted to show you guys, but look at how patchy. It didn't even like stick in that one corner, like right here. It's not like sticking to my eye, and I don't know why. I have primer on the eyes. I shouldn't have anything there that would stop it from sticking, but that's what seems to be happening. This eye's fine, I think, for the most part. I don't know, but it did definitely deepened it. It did do that, so okay, well, okay, now we're gonna go in with the purple shade, which is called Food Court, and we'll clean up like all this mess later, but let's go into this. I'm gonna try it without wetting it first, because this doesn't look like it's a super strong shimmer, but it's got a lot of pigment like the rest of the palette. And then we'll try, after we do it, just to see how it goes on with the brush, then we'll wet it just to see what kind of pop we get. Very pretty. Definitely is pigmented. That's something I can say for the palette in general. The shades have some pop. Didn't really like that dark shade because it's patchy. So not loving that, but it darkened it. It gave it more smoky. That's really beautiful. All right, let's get more on here and let's see what happens if we spray this. Now you'll see the difference between one to the other. Sometimes this is just a really technique for people with textured skin too, because like, all right, it did give it a little bit more pow, a little bit more shine on here than in this one, but not a ton. But what it does is it smooths out a lot on your skin, and that is really, really good for just sticking on your skin. And also if you have aging, crinkly, wrinkly eyelids, that's super good too. It like just smooths it out. I think it helps it last too. Okay, that's gorgeous. Okay, this I think might be an old BK Beauty brush. One of you guys sent these when BK Beauty? Is that who it was? No. It's a brand that got purchased. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, I got a whole set of these from one of you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and put Sugar Rush on the inside corner. This is that pinky gold champagne-y tone. And there it is. I am gonna go ahead and wet that. And let's pop this in right here. I kind of like the color it's creating with that purple. It's pretty. Very pretty. All right, do it again. And we're going to take a little bit more of that purple and just blend that till we get kind of that ombre look we're looking for. I think that looks good. What do you guys think? All right, so black made a mess everywhere. Hold on, let me clean that up and then get some concealer. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna lightly set this concealer because it's wet under my eyes. I'm just using the Pat McGrath under eye powder. Just doing a little bit there, not a lot. Okay, bottom lash. So for the bottom, we're going to take the same brush we were using with that pink, and we're going to go with Ready, Set, Bake, the pink shade, underneath. And yes, we're going to put some of that purple under too. I'm going to marry that shade right up in here into that, because we kind of mix those shades there for that deepness, so it's going to make it work. I'm not sure I would use that shade again, at least not on that part of my eye. That dark shade, that Stay Current shade, that's like the only shade in here I would say didn't work very well, at least this time using. But maybe there was an oil or something on my eye that, you know, or I didn't prime it good enough. I mean, that could be the situation, but let's get the purple on. So we're going back into Food Court. And this is a pretty shade. It's a different kind of purple. It's like a magenta, grapey goodness. I don't even know, but I like it. All right, taking, actually on the bottom, I'm going to go into Sticky Fingers. That's the shade we've used. It's a duochrome. I'm going to use that on the bottom since we didn't use it on the top, but we used it on the top in another look. I just like this shade a lot. It's pretty, and it gives a nice little reflect. It works well with that lighter pink on the top eye. I think when you turn your head, you're gonna see the duochrome shade in there, and I think that's really beautiful. All right, so we could take that dark shade. I'm a little nervous about doing that in the outer corner because it's been such a douche, but let's try Stay Current. I'm just putting it on a tiny thing here and just trying to go right close to the line. I don't know, because this had so much fallout. All right, it's doing okay. It's doing okay. Watch it be a jerk just on this eye again. It seems like it's doing okay. Okay, all right, fine. It worked on the bottom, that's good. All right, I'll be right back with some liner and lashes, and we'll show you the final look. All right, friends, I put my hair up in a little bit of a better ponytail for you, but let's come in close. Come on, Terry. I always have like little spots that pop up after. Anyway, Michael just called, my hairstylist. He's ready for me. His other person finished up early. So, oh, that's what the problem was. Okay, so here is the eye look. No time really to put lashes on right now, and I made a little bit of a mess right there. I'm not going to worry too much about that right now either. There it is, because I got to run. So the only thing that I didn't do was put something at the top, and I'm just going to take Flower Power, which is like a pink flowery shade, or like white shade. I'm just going to put that up here for the highlight. I'm such a mess today. I'm not actually going to put any, same thing for the inner corner. I just want like a matte look up here, and then blend that in. I think that gives it a cleaner look anyway. And I got a lot of shimmer going on, so we don't need anything but some brightening, right? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I like that. So this is a good shade to blend and hide any mistakes too. So, okay, friends, I'll take a couple photos of this look. When my hair is done and when I get back, because my hair will be lighter, I'll take a picture, like this will be the before, and then I'll take an after picture when my hair is done. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far as the echo, where do we start? You trying to discover a million stars. Here in the shadows, I know you're scared. Take my hand, together we'll make a stand. We've got to fight to find a way. Dare to fall to find the words to say. No more hate. Just admit that you're just afraid. Time to let go of all your fears and pride. Stand up beside me, don't you hide. We can build a better place. If we can just find a way, then we can live a better day. Rise from the ashes, from the anger, from the war. Let's come together, lift your spirit for the cause.